Welcome to
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? How you
I
doing?
talk about so many different things
How
to
you
bring you
been?
light, entertainment,
What's
information,
going
to
on?
inspire you to
What's
believe more
good?
than the stories are told.
Are you
Please
getting it
subscribe
in?
and check me out.
Somebody
Leave a
getting it
whole
for
bunch
you?
of reviews and ratings and welcome
What's
to the
going
Gateway Podcast
on,
House.
people?
Follow me on Instagram. See you
Subscribe
there.
to my channel.
Okay, I want to share this with you just in case you want to become a truck driver. Deaths at work, truck drivers had the highest number of fatal injuries compared to any other job. Now, this is a study that's been done and stuff. I don't see too many people talking about it, and I want to share this with you. Truck drivers and delivery workers had the highest number in the workplace fatalities in 2016, more than any other occupation according to the data of Bureau of Labor Statistics. The report released in December found that 918 truck drivers and driver sales workers dead on the job. Hear me, I said 918 truck drivers and driver sales workers died on the job. There were 5,190 fatal work injuries across all occupation in the industry in 2016, a 7% increase from the year before and the highest number since 2008. The number of fatalities, injuries among truck drivers far exceed the 260 fatalities for farmer and agriculture managers, the occupation with the next level numbers of fatal workplace injuries. Even the workers who don't focus exclusively on driving, such as construction, agricultural jobs, where drivers a truck is only part of the job, transportation related incidents are the most dangerous. Now, work injuries involving transportation incidents remain the most common fatalities event in 2016, accounting for 40%. The Bureau states that in reports summary. Logging workers and the forestry industry as a whole had a high rate of fatalities, perhaps due to the industry being smaller and incurred fewer deaths overall. The reports also shown that the construction industry has particularly deadly in 991 deaths, some of which were workers driving trucks or tractor trailers. 991 deaths, some were workers driving trucks and tractor trailers. Okay. And give me a second here. Of the 2,083 fatalities that were linked to transportation incidents, more than half were due to collisions with other vehicles, other roadway incidents, which were not specified. The road where most were deadly for workers than operating vehicles by rail or by water. In other words, by train or by water. So it's more deadly when you're driving a truck. Allegedly, that's what they're saying. For heavy and tractor trailer drivers, about 80% of deaths were due to transportation related incidents, while nearly every other occupation, including agriculture jobs, construction jobs, are more affected by slips and fall, other than types of injuries. The trucking industry is undergoing significant change, and workers grappled with growing numbers and small packages, apart due increasing online shopping amongst consumers and the increasing threat of automatically taking over. Self-driving technology improves around 88% of all crashes caused by human error, according to the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. Large trucks crash collisions study. Okay. Now, let me just get my comments in me. This is the thing. They have a lot of people, a lot of trucking companies are looking for truck drivers. There are a lot of fatalities. And it's one thing I keep noticing, no one is talking about it. You know, whenever you want to become a truck driver, understand a lot of people are dying behind the wheel. Now, I was talking to someone else. It was like, well, you just got to get some sleep. And sometimes people could do that type of work with no problem, but then there's some people who just can't. And when I say that, that means that if you're a truck driver and stuff, okay, this is a prime example. I'll give myself an example. You know how you be fine and stuff, and all of a sudden you lay in a bed, you like watching TV, and you pass out. Oh my God, I can't believe I fell asleep. Or you sit down watching TV and say, oh my God, I can't believe I fell asleep. I gotta get ready for work. That's exactly what happens behind the wheel. You don't think you're going to sleep. You don't feel you're going to sleep. Guess what? You're asleep. And in the meantime, while you done fell asleep, your truck is still moving. Now there's little families, there are little kids in cars, there are pedestrians, and everybody don't know that you're asleep behind the wheel. Now, remind you, your transportation truck, whether it's 18-wheeler, is about to hit these families high on impact. Now, usually 9 times out of 10 when this happens, you end up killing a family. So it's like people just end up dying all over the place. It's the most important thing that people need to talk about before they fill out these applications for being a truck driver. Because a lot of times people feel as though, oh, I could do this. It's just driving a truck. It says from point A to point B. And like I had an argument with someone that said you could be anything you want to be. I said, no, you can't be anything you want to be. Sometimes the things in life you can't be. If you're the kind of person that just falls asleep out of nowhere, you cannot be a truck driver. You know, and the thing about it is that, yes, it's good money. And sometimes it depends on the company you're working for. They'll be like, well, we're waiting for a shipment. Where are you guys? They're screaming at them because they have a quota to make. Now the guy is not haven't had that much sleep. He's going on, or girl. And next thing you know, they're speeding and they fall asleep. And guess what? Another fatality. Sometimes they end up dying on the job. Now, this is not here to scare you or anything and stuff like that, but it's to keep you aware. Only thing I try to do is keep you aware of different things and stuff like that, because we're in a struggle and stuff, and they do need people for jobs. And I've been noticing the CDL thing is becoming more visual, that more people ask for CDL CDL, commercial driver's license people, is because people are being killed behind the wheel. They're dying. They're being murdered. Not murdered, but they're basically dying or killing people behind the wheel. And I get it that it's a free spiriting job. You could look the way you want. You could be the way you want. But every job is not for everybody. So like I said before, if you're the kind of person that falls asleep and stuff like that, this job is not for you. Now, me myself, I wanted to do this job so bad. But I know I fall asleep behind the wheel. And the reason why I know, because I fell asleep behind the wheel before. I didn't kill anybody, thank God, but I know I could have. Thank God when it happened to me, I had somebody else in the car. And now sometimes people say, well, just pull over, get some sleep. Sometimes, even when you do that, when you're really tired, it don't help. I don't care how you pull over sometimes and you get a little bit of sleep, you can still fall asleep. And it's something that people don't really talk about, but I'm sharing this with you. Because I know we live in a world that we have to go fast, to make money. But remember, these are human beings. You are human. The people that are in front of you is human. And everybody needs to come home to their family. And the CDL jobs is really picking up because now people are doing a lot of shopping online. And they're calling in orders and stuff. And drivers have to pick up these orders. And every job is not for everybody. Anyway, I love your feedback on this. Do you know about this? Do you know about all the fatalities as far as deaths at work? And that is like a big study that's going on and stuff. Now, I knew about it. I just never really talked about it that much at all because I kind of did a lot of research in this stuff. So I kind of knew this is death at work, truck drivers, and the highest numbers of fatality injuries compared to any other job. And this is from Newsweek study, basically talking about that. And they're letting you know that it's a lot of people. I was talking to someone else. I said a study in reference to, they said between, I don't know the numbers, I think it was like 7 or some fatalities a day. All truck drivers, you know, like 7 fatalities a day or a week or something like that. But it was a high number for people dying to go to work. And it seems like become normal for people. I told someone else who's just right, they said, yeah, I know, that's what happens sometimes. I'm like, it amazes me how people don't find a big deal about it. Say, yeah, it happens sometimes. Like, it happens sometimes. So, it's okay that somebody falls asleep and they happen to be driving. Some parent is going home. Some grandparents with their grandmother is in the car and stuff, and the truck kills their parents going home. You know, it's so sad become sensitive to things that's so negative. Anyway, like I said before, I love your feedback on this. Did you know about this? Did you know about the fatalities? You know, every job is not for everybody. Just my warning to you, if you're the kind of person that falls asleep, this job is definitely not for you. But if you're the kind of person that could stay awake all the time for no problem, then clearly this is a job for you. Anyway, I love your feedback on this. Like I said before, subscribe to my channel, tap this Instagram button. You follow me, I follow you back. Let you know I love you, and thank you for watching. Kiss the Ray.